Hey guys, Andrew Marsh here with DrewFit.com. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that you can be implementing into your morning ritual to make sure that you're getting the most out of your day. Now, before I get into these 5 tips, I want to ask if you guys can please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, comment, or leave me feedback for future videos you would like to see. It would be greatly appreciated. So, number 1, what you're going to want to do is avoid electronics upon rising. Now, this ranges from people that have to wake up maybe 2 or 3 in the morning if you have a job like graveyard shift, or if you're maybe waking up at 5, 6 in the morning, you're going to want to avoid electronics at all costs. And the reason being is because these things emit lots of blue light, and this includes light bulbs in your house, cell phones, tablets, computers, televisions, etc., etc. Now, like I said, these things emit blue light. And when we become blue light toxic, this really drains us of our melatonin production, and it messes with our circadian biological clock. Now, when these things are tampered with, what you're going to notice is that you're going to get less quality sleep. Your body's not going to be able to recover, meaning that your brain is going to be susceptible to things like brain fog, anxiety, depression, mood disorders, and things further down the road that could lead to certain illnesses and diseases. And this all is caused by certain electronics being used at the wrong times of the day. For instance, early in the morning or late at night. You really want to avoid electronics as much as you possibly can. Now, number 2, this is a pretty simple practice, and I'm not asking you to do this for an hour or even a half hour. You can really do these things 5 to 10 minutes, and that is to really practice breath work or meditation. Choose one or the other. It's very simple. I personally practice breath work for about 5 to 10 minutes every morning while I'm listening to a podcast. Now, I know I kind of broke my golden rule of avoiding electronics, but I keep my phone away from me so I can hear the podcast. So it's really not affecting me that much. But I do practice my breath work. I simply lay on my bed, breathe through my nose and out my nose, and really calm my body down and get me ready for the day. Now, number 3, what you're going to want to do is consume healthy water. Now, this is a topic that's up for major debate because some people will tell you that spring water is better than this kind of water and distilled water is better than that, and so on and so forth. So really find a water that works for you, because I'm not going to try to convince you, but if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm a huge proponent and fan of using things like exclusion zone water or distilled water or consuming your own urine, practicing urine therapy. But if you don't like to consume your own urine, I personally suggest drinking distilled water, or if you can find some type of exclusion zone structured water, that would be best. But the goal here is to really drink clean water, about 10 to 15, maybe 20 ounces first thing when you wake up, and this is to really wake your digestive system up and get things flowing through the digestive system so you can really put your body into a state of autophagy, meaning your cells are recycling themselves and cleaning themselves up. Now, number 4, this is another thing that helps at the cellular level, and this is the practice of cold thermogenesis. Now, I know a lot of people hate getting in a cold shower, but the benefits are going to be amazing if you start doing this on a daily basis. Reason being is because practicing cold thermogenesis makes your mitochondria of your cells a lot more efficient. It increases things like testosterone and human growth hormone, also known as the anti-aging hormone. So very great benefits of practicing cold thermogenesis. And I do this on a daily basis. Some people can take maybe a minute or 2 in hot water and then finish off with a minute or 2 in cold water. I personally notice I get the best results doing the whole shower in nothing but cold water. Or if you're so fortunate and you have a ice bath or something of that nature, practice that every morning when you wake up, and I promise you, your day is going to get started off on the right foot and you're going to just feel so incredible. Number 5, this is a huge factor that I want everybody to implement, and probably the most important tip that I'm going to be talking about is make sure that you are getting AM sunlight. Now, this sunlight can be from sunrise to about 10 to 11 in the morning is when you're going to get the most benefit. And I've talked about this in my other videos, and that's because in the morning sunlight, that's when UVA and IRA light are heaviest. And these things really reset your circadian biological clock and get everything moving and functioning as it should. And it also helps increase melatonin within the body. So that means when you get morning sunlight, you're really setting the tone for how you're going to sleep that night. So AM sunlight, probably the most important thing that you can do, and you really only need 5 minutes, and if you can get more than that, that's fantastic. If you can be out there all morning, I highly suggest you do that. But at the bare minimum, get 5 minutes. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys can implement these 5 tips to your morning ritual. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.